better luck, your streak is gonna end. You've been all bark, no bite, it's time to just pretend. The crowd is getting loud, they're chanting for the win. Jeremy's got the slider and it's getting under your skin. Go Jeremy, go! They're cheering your name. The fire in your eyes, driving Deuce insane. He can match your style, he can't play your game. Go Jeremy, go! They're cheering your name. Your hashtags can't help you when the pressure's on the rise. Jeremy's on the rise, he's soaring to the skies. You thought you built an army, but it's falling all apart. His music's got the rhythm that's breaking every heart. Go Jeremy, go! They're cheering your name. The fire in your eyes, driving you insane. He can match your style, he can't play your game. Go Jeremy, go! They're cheering your name. The stage is set for glory, the winner will be crowned. And when the dust is settled, Deuce is nowhere to be found. Jeremy's holding high the trophy of the night. The fans are all united in his blazing light.
Hi, Koopy.
You cut it off.
I did. I cut it off. I'm excited.
Well, it ain't going to run off and leave you.
Hi, chat. So, we got a last minute response from Bubbles to the motion to compel. Shout out to Max Lab.
Yeehaw.
Let's let everybody get in and there we go. I was hoping Mikey would join us so I'd have help reading.
He might. Give him a minute. He might show
Hello, Nemesis, Native, Wednesday, Roy, Miss Belinda, Alley Cat, Orphan. I hate to pull y'all off from Shizzy. Y'all don't have to leave Shizzy. I was sitting in there and I got the message and I was like, I gotta go live. I gotta break this news.
All right, spell Jeremy's name.
Jeremy.
Okay, I thought I had it right.
How is everyone's, what is this today? Wednesday? Tuesday? I don't even know what day it is. That's bad. Wednesday. When we do this every day, it tends to make my days run together.
Yeah, buddy.
Spill it, huh? Well, we have 30 people watching, so make sure y'all hit that thumbs up.
Let a few more straggle in. We can entertain for a few minutes.
Yes. That'll give me a second to let the mods get chat set up, and because they didn't even know I was going live. I kind of just surprised them too. I haven't even read it. I just downloaded it. So I don't know what's...
So this is from Bubble Man?
This is Bubbles' reply to the motion to compel.
He's been told to compel. What can he possibly... I mean... What's he trying to get out of? I mean, the judge says compel. Give it to him. What's so hard to understand when it comes to that? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't even know what this says. There's 13 pages.
Man, oh man. Yeah.
You're fine, Miss Melinda. Miss Belinda, I don't even keep up with any of the chaos. I'm not even worried about it, love. How are all my beautiful people?
Miss Belinda, may I weigh in?
Hi, Miss Yoda.
You are most definitely, it's your life. You can watch and support and hang out wherever you want. You ain't never going to be judged by us over here. Okay? So you do you, boo. You're welcome. You've always been nice and kind in our chats, and
She's
that's
such
what
a
matters to
sweetheart.
us. Hmm?
She's such a sweetheart. I love her. I love everybody that comes in our chats, to be honest.
Okay.
Happy early birthday, Max. Tomorrow is Max Lab's birthday. So, since we're live late tonight, let's go ahead and give him an early birthday.
Who that?
Max.
Oh, happy birthday, boy. That's all he's getting out of me.
No,
I ain't singing for his ass. No. You can forget
no.
that.
No
No, no,
singing.
no. Miss Yoda, what's happening? You come
He
to see
did.
too?
Yoda's asleep, but he downloaded that program you told him to download.
Good. Did he get it set up?
Hi, Globetrotting. Tim, Wishful Win. Hello, Melanie. 42 watching. Holy cow. Okay, let me get this zoomed in. I don't know if I can.
See, you're learning. You're learning.
See what it looks like over there.
I need my
Oh, yeah, that
door
looks.
open. Ducka, 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 ducka.
Or Teddy. It's one of the two.
Well, this is messes with my eyes looking at the chat over here now that it's reversed.
Right? Roy, at least you got some good news. You are still in our prayers, good sir.
Okay, who the hell is Bubbles Porta Potty?
It is either SMN or Teddy. It's one of the two. I blame SMN because 9 times out of 10, it's always SMN.
They need to put an AKA at the end of it in parentheses.
Mrs. Yoda says she doesn't know if he got it set up or not.
Well, as soon as he gets it set up and everything, you guys holler at me if I'm available. I will jump on Restream and we will work that puppy up.
Landon, you're supposed to be in bed, sir. Literally, he was asleep when I got up out the bed.
You think he cares?
He was literally, I got the message. I looked over. He's passed out. The hubby's passed out. I was like, okay, I'm going to go live. I got to beat everybody else. Now he's sneaking in his sister's room. So maybe he was playing, what was it called? Possum? Playing possum?
Right. We're throwing our peoples off. They're not used to us being on late like this.
No, they're not. Well, they're used to me doing random late night streams, but
Is
they're not
Tug
used to you.
is Tug on? I
No,
didn't know.
Shizzy's on.
I didn't notice Tug wasn't on tonight. Man, what's wrong with him? This is Wednesday night. Well, they usually take Wednesday off, don't they? Or is that Friday? No, it's Wednesday. I don't know.
I don't know. They've been doing so many streams lately, it's hard to keep up.
Right. They've been streaming almost every night of the week.
Yeah.
Well, Tug has. Megan, when she's not away from home, when she's at home, she usually takes a night or so off and she'll do some day streaming. But
Us poor creators, every time we think we're going to get a break, something hits.
I wish for win. Yeah, I can't even see the numbers now. You got the numbers
got-
on your side.
54 watching them both all together.
See, I'm all
Tug took a family night.
I'm all bumfuggled up right now because uh, usually I have us playing on one monitor and then I'm looking at Restream on the front monitor. Well, I got it all going. So yeah, you got 41 going. I got 16. Mine dropped.
I've got 41 on this side. 23 likes. Come on, guys. Hit them
All
thumbs
right.
up. All right, so this is Bubble's response to the motion to compel. It says report of 7.1b conference and related efforts to narrow issues and response to plaintiff's motion to compel. Report of conference and efforts to narrow issues upon issuance of order document 53 to hold a live phone conference. The conference was scheduled for January 9th at 10 a.m. Counsel conferred on the fold for 90 minutes until that conference, the defendants did not understand many of the plaintiff's requests, given their vagueness and confusing language. Some called for information in the nature of interrogatories, and some were too unspecific and overbroad to be able to determine what was being requested, making meaningful responses problematic. Following the conference, the defendants provided responses to 17 of the plaintiff's 20 document requests. Some responses were provided now with standing objections. 3 unresolved objections remain to request number 5, 11, and 12.
So
Following the
he's stalling for time. He's supposed to be the lawyer. He's supposed to know what they're asking for. And he's supposed to tell the defendants what they're asking for. You mean
yeah,
telling me him being the lawyer, he doesn't know what Randy's asking for?
right. Following the conference on January 12th, the undersigned emailed the plaintiff's counsel to further narrow the issues. It has been your client's regular practice to show on YouTube any and all private communications of my client that he has obtained from any source. Are you willing to stipulate that any private communications, phone numbers, and other non-public information we provide will not be shown or read publicly on YouTube or shared with any third parties? If you will stipulate, I can determine our position in light of that stipulation. The plaintiff's counsel responded, I will never stipulate to anything that has no basis in the jurisprudence of the world. Please,
Jurisprudence.
thank you. Please stop acting like you're not an attorney. Oh,
See, I can read. I'm slow at it because I'm not used to reading aloud.
On January 20th, in a vital effort to resolve the remaining issues on the motion to compel, the undersigned emailed the plaintiff's counsel that objections were being dropped to 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and explaining the remaining issues with other requests. The email concluded, I am available Monday after 10 a.m. and Tuesday until 12 noon for a phone call. If necessary, if you would respond by email indicating any agreements, we can plan a call to discuss the remaining issues. No response was received. Amended discovery responses were served January 21, maintaining objections to only 3 requests, which are addressed here. Remaining unresolved document request objections. Number 5, RFP. Number 5, all phone records sufficient to show all phone numbers and providers you used during the relevant time period, and all documents, including mobile phone billing records showing the calls you made or received during the relevant time period relating to the allegations in the complaint or in the plaintiff's responses in opposition to your motion for summary judgment, including all exhibits attached thereto. Objection. Oh, dear Jesus, give me a second. I have to read his bubbles. This hurts.
Hello, Muzzy. Crackerjack box lawyer. Yep, that's about right. Where'd you go? You leave me here all by myself. I'm scared. I'm scared. I got all these crazy people in the chat. I'm scared you leave me by myself.
I needed a drink. I was getting cotton mouth.
And you didn't warn me. I was just shaking.
Hi, Musie. How are you feeling, darling?
All right,
I'm
Belinda.
back.
All right, Belinda. Yeah, we're cruising along now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting cotton mouth. The only thing that sucks about reading aloud.
Yep. Why you think I don't do it?
So we already know what Bruce's objections are. We just read that not too long ago. But the request is not reasonably or narrowly tailored to seek discoverable relevant evidence, but is designed to place the defendants to unreasonable burden, and it is a classic fishing expedition for evidence in support of claims. Porter v. Ray. While discovery is broad, parties may not engage in a fishing expedition to obtain evidence to support their claims or defenses.
Hello, Melissa. Hello, Melissa. Glad
Wait,
you
what?
come to see us, girly.
Melissa! Hi, sweet girl.
I'm
We're
usually not
trying.
on this time of night. Or I'm usually not on this time of night.
I'm usually on at night on Saturday nights, which I missed Saturday, so I gotta make that up. Hi, Harry. Who is Crabfest? Honestly, we haven't figured out who the crab is yet.
Well, is that in here?
It's SMN. It's SMN.
No, okay. Is somebody named Crabfest in here?
This one. It's SMN.
Well, what was that? Melanie?
Melanie.
Melanie? That's just typical for them. They never show anything. Ever. Ever.
They're also denying that there is no court hearing on February 5th.
Well, it ain't got nothing to do with Bobo Head, so.
No, but it has to do with their client that they are the PR team for.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not, Harry. I can't handle listening to stupid much more. I have enough BS I have to listen to. What page, Belinda? Miss Yoda, everyone in this chat have prayed for you and Yoda and have prayed for Uncle Frank. They all love Yoda and Frank. So you're part of Yoda, so you're part of the family too now.
Well, at least you're back, Miss Belinda. YouTube's been doing some really funky stuff here lately. I mean, they're unsubscribing people, resubscribing people. It's just been crazy ever since the inauguration.
That whole part native. Oh, we've got lefties losing it left and right. We've got chaos everywhere. Jerogi. Native, what happened with your spelling there, darling? Jerogi. Hey, Jerogi. I'm going to change my name now. Instead of Georgie.
I got a feeling the same thing, Max.
McDreamy always has spicy comebacks, and I love it, and I'm here for it.
Hey, send me that thumbnail when you think about it.
Oh, mine?
Yeah, because I'm not going to put one of mine up. I'll just use yours.
Okay, hold on.
Only so I can put it over on the Rumble Dungeon.
It's the right size too.
You ain't lying, Melissa. They messing up here a lot lately. I don't understand why.
There you go.
Thank you.
Done, son. Where is my bestie?
I messaged him in the group, told him come on, and I haven't heard back from him since. So
YouTube has been asshole since Monday. Like, they have unsubscribed almost all my people. I was at 9:22 Monday before we went live for the inauguration. I'm down to 8.99. So make sure y'all are still subscribed to me and Coop because our numbers have been all messed up since Monday. Oh, I'm sure of it, Orphan. He don't play around. Musy, you get rest, sweet girl. Rest, rest, rest.
okie dokie dokie.
I love how I said, "Where is my bestie?" and then my notifications start going off with, "Hey, Mike, Georgie's looking for you." Okay, so back to this. How can the defendants know if a call related to the allegations in the complaint from a call log? Well, it would be a call log to Shara, Patty, Marla, the Fleas. I can keep going. This request seeks documents obtainable from third parties as easily or more easily than the defendants can obtain them,
Belinda, what page would that be, darling?
and or would require the defendants to create documents that do not exist. Liar. This request would impose on the defendants the burden of going through phone call logs since J1 2020, and somehow knowing which individual calls related to the allegations in this case, which is impossible. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
That's for Randy to decipher, not him. Turn
Right.
over all calls means turn over all calls.
That part. Even if just providing the fold logs without identifying specific entries as relating to allegations. This request would divulge every single phone call the defendants made or received, which would enable the plaintiff to call any number to determine whom it belongs to, and to ask whoever answers on the other end whatever he wants about the defendants to use for whatever purpose he wants, such as YouTube content. Did this judge not already tell Bubbles to shut the hell up about YouTube? This is a license for him to invade the defendant's privacy and use whatever information he finds out for whatever purposes he wishes. There is no reasonable expectation of discovering any admissible evidence, nor is the request narrowly tailored for that purpose. The burden of this request outweighs any benefit because the plaintiff cannot explain what relevant evidence he expects to discover through this request. The defendants further object because the plaintiff's current complaint and the summary judgment opposition collectively contain the totality of alleged statements by the defendant for which plaintiff claims A, defamation, B, extortion, claims to be dismissed, and C, tortious interference. If any are actionable, there would be no need for him to invade the defendant's private communications in search of evidence. There is no apparent connection to any of these claims or the factual allegations underlying them with the request for all communications relating to the plaintiff since J1 2020 and for any time period. Nothing the plaintiff can discover in private communications will magically change the non-actionable statements identified in the complaint. In summary, opposition into actionable ones. Rather, this request is a classic fishing expedition. Horder v. Ray.
Nemesis.
The defendants further object because, as a public figure, the plaintiff is not entitled to insert into a court document a hodgepodge of statements he finds offensive or are critical of him, but which are not remotely actionable by a public figure, cram them into attenuated legal claims, and then use that as justification to invade private lives and communications in search of who knows what for his use to who knows how. Although his regular practice is to make YouTube content doxing private communications involving the defendants that he procures from any source. Oh, dear Jesus. The defendants further object because the plaintiff's purpose for this request is to burden the defendants and the plaintiff's intent and motive to abuse and exploit litigation for ulterior purposes was admitted by him publicly.
And Miss Belinda, no, me and Georgie did not create that page. We didn't even know it existed till somebody in the chat told us about it today. We're not members of it. We didn't create it. I promise you. I got too many things on my plate to fool with creating a fake page. Thank you, Tim.
He is flat out refusing to overturn phone calls.
Who's refusing to take phone calls?
How fucking stupid is Bubbles to me? This sounds like he is flat out refusing to hand over evidence.
It's him stalling. He's trying to cost Jeremy as much money as he can possibly cost him, and he's trying to get out of turning over evidence that the judge has already told him he had to turn over. It's crazy.
Quote, a lawsuit isn't to win a lawsuit. It's to make you spend all your money on a lawyer and bankrupt you. That's what the win is. I could care less if I win in court. If I win in court situation, my goal is to make sure you have no money. That is the goal of the lawsuit, unquote. Number 11, RFP number 11, documents sufficient to show the number of online views and or impressions of any post on any of your social media accounts, including but not limited to YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, and Facebook accounts during the relevant time period. Objections. Oh boy, of course he was going to object to the Facebook one.
What Facebook one?
This one. The request of all social media accounts.
Oh, God.
He objected to it again.
Yeah, he's. I guarantee they're wanting the main one. They're wanting is that friends and neighbors group. I guarantee that.
Well, all the groups Lynette created to talk shit about Jeremy on.
Right.
The defendants object because this request places the defendants the burden of screenshotting every single post since January 1, 2020. Duh, that's your job, bro! From all of these apps without specifying a single post that, for example, constitutes defamation, extortion, interference, or anything relevant to any claims in this case. There is no requirement for the defendants to create documents that do not exist in order to respond to discovery requests. Therefore, the burden of the request outweighs any expected benefit. This request is not reasonably or narrowly tailored to seek discoverable relevant evidence, but is designed to place the defendant to unreasonable burden and time consumption. and
See
it
you
is
later,
a type
Melissa.
of fishing expedition for evidence in support of claims. The defendant objects because its burden outweighs any possible benefit. You're joking, right?
Have a good night, Melissa.
How many times you gonna say it? Have a good
Well,
night, Melissa.
I didn't think anybody heard me. You were over confident there.
You done said it like 4 times.
I said it twice. Twice.
Exactly, Roy.
Oh, I wonder if he's on his way home from work.
It's possible. He is 2 hours behind. While discovery is broad, parties may... Wait, what did I miss? The request is... I already read that. The defendant objects because it is outweighs the possible benefit. While discovery is broad, parties may not engage in a fishing expedition. He's using the same excuse for this one, too. Number 12, RFP number 12, mobile phone records sufficient to show all phone number and providers you used between J1 2021 to date, and all documents including mobile phone billing records showing the calls you made or received between J1 to date relating to the plaintiff by naming or otherwise. This request is not reasonably or narrowly tailored to seek discoverable relevant evidence, but is designed to place the defendant to unreasonable burden and time consumption. Same excuse. This request would impose on the defendants the burden of going through phone call logs since J1 2020, and somehow he copy pasted. It's the same thing as the other thing to do with call logs. He copy pasted.
Now, all these documents, they're all for one. Well, yeah, they're one for. Oh, did he file twice? One for Michelle and one for Crook.
I think it said both their names at the top.
Okay.
C. Response to motion to compel as described in Pilver v. Hillsborough County, case number 815, CV, August 3rd, 2016. Under Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 26, parties may obtain discovery regarding any non-privileged matter that is relevant to any party's claim or defense and proportional to the needs of the case. Federal Art Civ P 26B1. Him and this 26-1 is like literally his only... He hangs on 26-1. Anyway, in determining proportionality, the court considers several factors, including the importance of the issues at stake in the action, the amount of controversy, the party's relative access to relevant information, the party's resources, the importance of discovery in resolving the issues, and whether the burden or expense of the proposed discovery outweighs its likely benefit. Information within the scope of discovery need not be admissible in evidence to be discoverable. Notably, although the scope of the discovery is broad, the discovery rules do not permit the parties to go on a fishing expedition. Porter v. Ray.
Good evening, Miss
Jesus.
Minnesota Mary. I see you finally figured out how to work it. She's the one that's been having problems with YouTube unsubscribing her.
Well, hi, Miss Mary. Welcome in.
Right, Native Pride? It's just lawyer being lawyer.
No, honey. This ain't no lawyer being lawyer. This is a dumbass being a dumbass. The only thing lawyerly he uses is the numbers, the court cases that he throws in there. None of his writing even looks professional.
I'm going to my other account. Because obviously whoever made that post, I can't see it. So
What post?
saying that we created that fake page. supporting the Lees.
You made it?
Huh? I made what?
Oh, not you.
Oh. Yeah, she made it into the chat. She's
Yes,
been
yes.
emailing me. She's been having problems, so
Tim, trust me, Miss Yoda understands this legal mumbo jumbo probably better than most of us do. Chef is grandma. Party's been started. I'm on page 7 of 13. Parties served with discovery are not generally required to create documents in order to respond to such discovery, since Rule 34 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure only requires production of documents already in existence. It is already in existence. Your client deleted evidence. Dummy. Noting that a party cannot produce documents that do not exist. Oh, they existed. And they still exist in the cloud. Noting that parties are not required to create new documents to respond to discovery requests. Wow. Rule 34 limits a request for production to documents which are in the opposing party's possession, custody, or control, and does not require a party to create new documents for production. Rule 34 only requires production of documents already in existence. They did exist. She deleted it. Nazer v. $5 Drinkery LLC, April 2018. While discovery is broad, parties may not engage in a fishing expedition to obtain evidence to support their claims or defenses. Porter v. Ray. Why is he hanging on this one? It's not a fishing expedition, but he sure is hanging on that excuse. Requests number 5 and 12 are fishing expeditions, seeking to invade the defendant's privacy, and the burden outweighs the benefit. The plaintiff's requests numbers 5 and 12 both seek 5 years of the defendant's phone call records showing the calls you made or received during the relevant time period relating to the allegations in the complaint or in the plaintiff's response in opposition to your motion for summary judgment. Number 5, and showing the calls you made or received between January 1, 21 to date relating to the plaintiff by name or otherwise. Number 12, absent a showing of good cause, voicemails, mobile phones, and tablets are deemed not reasonably accessible and need to be searched or collected from in response to a discovery request. Fed R Civ P 26B2B. Requesting party must show good cause to compel discovery of electronically stored information from sources that the producing party shows are not reasonably accessible due to undue burden or cost. Newmark Realty Capital Inc. v. BGC Partners Inc. April 2018. The plaintiff does not have generalized right to rummage at will through information that the defendant has limited from public view. Palma v. Metro Wireless, Florida 2014. Davenport v. State Farm, February 2012. Smith v. Hillshire, June 20th, 14. Holding that plaintiff need not produce information from social networking accounts that is irrelevant, as defendant is no more entitled to such unfettered access to plaintiff's personal email and social networking communications than it is to rummage through the desks, drawers, and closets in plaintiff's home. Bless your pea-picking heart, Bubbles. It would be impossible for the defendants to look at a list of 5 years of dates times phone numbers for all phones from every number called or received calls from, and check off the ones that related to the claims in this case or to the plaintiff. Of course, since records of all phone calls are requested, any relating to the plaintiff or his claims would be contained on the call logs, but so would every other call made by the defendants or received from any phone number. Other than the plaintiff planning to begin calling numbers and asking whoever answers, "Did you speak to John Cook or Lynette Preston about me?" there appears to be no possible relevance to these requests. The plaintiff has not explained what evidence he believes he will discover that is relevant to proving the claims in this lawsuit. If any of the defendant's comments cited by the plaintiff in his complaint or in his opposition to summary judgment, all of which he was questioned about in his live December 19th deposition, were actionable, there would be no need for him to invade the defendant's private communications in search of evidence. This man makes my brain hurt. There is no apparent connection to any of the plaintiff's claims in this lawsuit or the factual allegations underlying them, with the request for all phone calls relating to the plaintiff since J1 2020 or any time period. Nothing the plaintiff can discover in private communications will magically change the non-actionable statements identified in the complaint and summary judgment opposition into actionable ones. Rather, these requests are a classic fishing expedition, Porter v. Ray, blah, blah, blah. While discovery is broad, parties may not engage in a fishing expedition. Finally, the burden to the defendants outweighs the benefit. Should they be asked to procure phone logs they don't currently possess, because, as already noted, there's no legitimate expectation that phone logs will lead to the discovery of evidence. In determining proportionality, the court considers several factors, including the importance of the issues at stake in the action, the amount in controversy, the parties' relative access to relevant information, the parties' resources, the importance of discovery in resolving the issues, and whether the burden or expense of the proposed discovery outweighs its likely benefit. Emphasis added, really, Bubbles. Request 11 requires creating documents that do not exist, and the burden outweighs the benefit. Bless his pea-picking heart. We are on page 11, guys.
I think he's stalling.
He is. I wholeheartedly agree.
He's going to keep pushing this judge. This judge is going to lay the hammer on him, boy. Just my opinion.
Miss Mary, you're absolutely correct. Doesn't he know that the judge can subpoena the info and it will be worse on him, PR team, and LMNOP? He's showing how ignorant he is. That whole part. Rule 37 would be applied to this lawyer by the judge. Melanie said devices are long gone. Flea number 1 says she got a new phone. They need to search the cloud.
I'd say so too, Max. I mean, just because you change your phone, well, this court thing's been going on for, when did he file this? Last year.
Yeah, it's a year old. So, being she's getting rid of devices now in the middle of discovery process, yes, that is destroying evidence. Am I right, Mrs. Yoda? That is destroying evidence, right? Since they've already been told to compel the evidence. Yeah, but he filed the federal case 2024, didn't he? It would be interesting to find out if their phones are going to the Google Cloud. Hey, probably. It probably is, and she don't even know it. Have you noticed that Bubbles is now only objecting to the phone records and the social media records? So does that mean they provided GPS records?
Hey, guys, would you do me a favor and hit that like button if you haven't done it already? And please share the links for both of these videos to all your social media. Thank you. Moving on.
Coop, you rock.
Wow,
Holy
what
cow. We have 101 people watching in total.
Not because of me. I have 20. I have 21 watching on my side.
Are you keeping an eye on your Rumble Dungeon?
Ever so well. Whoa, I was over there a while ago, and when I was over there a while ago,
I have 68 on my side.
There was nobody commenting over there a while ago.
Well, if there's anybody in Coop's dungeon over there, hello, everybody in the dungeon.
There's one person watching, and that's me. There was 3 while ago. Or no, at one time there were 8 watching. I think that was probably some of our mods over there checking it out.
Case filed March 4th, 24. Thank you, Max.
You know, I can't find this anywhere in the hate group. Oh, well.
The phone carrier can pull that through their main system with a subpoena.
Where are you at?
Wishful win. Thank you for the 2 GBP.
That's UK money.
What is GBP?
That's their currency.
Well, I know they have pounds, so what is GBP?
I don't know.
That's why I'm asking.
I don't have any idea.
And yes, you are correct. It's destroying evidence. Thank you, Erica. You are awesome.
We're going to make us some t-shirts. I think I'm going to finish my my screen printing press out there. I've already got the press completed. I think I gotta put the screens together. I think I'm gonna make you and me and Mike t-shirts that say "Just blame Georgie, Coop, and Mike." Yeah.
Right? Just blame us. We're the problem.
Just blame us.
I wish Mike was here with the soundboard. He could play the "I'm the problem, it's me."
And
yes, Mama Palmer. That would make you the mama.
We'll put down on the bottom and Jeremy.
Great Britain pound. Okay. Thanks, guys. Coop, I'm going to go over to your channel and push the like, says Sandia.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Thank you, Wishful Win. I appreciate you. I love my goon squad.
Tim got to come over here, and first thing he says is get flocked. He's over in the Rumble Dungeon playing.
Who did?
Tim's over there.
Of course he did.
Isn't he Blue Rough Rider?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry.
I was over there just posting. I posted like 4 of them little stickers or whatever they are back when we first started.
Rule 37 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure allows courts to impose sanctions on parties who fail to cooperate in discovery or make disclosures. Sanctions can include requiring the party to impose sanctions on parties who fail to cooperate in discovery or make disclosures. Sanctions can include requiring the party to pay. Thank you. Hi, Miss Tammy.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
Max, her name's on the end of it, sweetie. Like her actual name is on the end of her YouTube name.
Straight
Yeah,
from the Discorder.
we got 98 watching.
I thought you just said we had 120 something a while ago.
Where's that from?
Tim sent it to me in Discord.
But where did he?
Here, I guess. Don't know.
I ain't seen him in your chat.
Yeah. How many pages you got left?
We are on number 11 of 13.
I ain't rushing you. I was just curious. You got
We're,
it up a
we got
little far so it doesn't tell me how many pages there are.
11 of 13.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see your comment, Miss Belinda. Yeah, it's probably true that it's Tori that probably created it, Belinda. Talking about that new group.
Yep,
That way they
probably,
could,
and they're blaming us.
that way they could all sit over there and rub up on,
Thunder.
huh? Wow.
Thunder. I haven't seen you in a while.
Who that? I found it.
One of our chatters. I just haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, it's not Jen.
Hello, Steven. How are you? So, those of y'all just coming in, this is Bubble's response to the motion to compel. He's still objecting to several of the requests. He's already been told to compel. So,
But yeah, I get over here in La La Land and I miss a lot of the chat as usual.
hey there at Mr. Coop. Came over to hit the thumbs up. Love to you and Mama Coop from Palmer.
Oh, Miss Palmer's in here.
She was on your side. They're bouncing back and forth
Oh, thank you
between
guys.
chats to make sure everybody's got love on both sides. Also, to those of you that I haven't seen in a while, Coop and I have got our Rumble Dungeons up and going after what happened Monday with the inauguration and us getting yeeted for trying to show the inauguration. We started up Rumble and trying to build Rumble just in case something like that happens again. We have backup and can go to Rumble. And I have a Twitter page now for the channel.
I keep forgetting about Twitter. It's that's my redheaded stepchild. I forget about that all the time.
Good night, Orphan Kitten. See you in the morning. He thinks wrong, Tibby. He thinks wrong. Hi, Fly. Yeah, Thunder, YouTube's being an asshole lately. A lot of us have lost a lot of you guys. And we didn't know what was going on, but that's just YouTube doing YouTube things, I guess.
Yep,
You know
it's
what, Mary? Sometimes it squeaks, sometimes it don't. We have sprayed it. I don't know how many times. I haven't gotten rid of it because it's so comfortable.
it's just one of them things.
Yeah, it's the only desk chair I've had that doesn't make my back hurt. So I just kind of power through the squeak. Trust me, it drives me nuts too. It drives me insane.
Thank you guys for bouncing back and forth. It means a lot to me. What a lot of you guys probably don't realize is, yes, I have like 43,000 subscribers. But since I came back to YouTube, none of those subscribers access anything of what I'm doing now. It's like they're not even getting notifications because I was down for like 4 years. So yes, I have the numbers, but basically I'm a brand new baby channel, just like Georgie and everybody else. I'm basically starting over. I just had a leg up from what I used to have, for what I used to have, from whatever I mean. Because if you guys go back and look at anything on my channel, you'll see it's mainly a tutorial channel, teaching people. You didn't leave me alone again, did you?
No.
Man, I literally had to turn the freaking oven on this afternoon or this evening just to knock the chill out of the air in the house.
Oh, you actually turned on the heat?
Yeah.
Yes, Fly. Bubbles finally filed his response to the motion to compel. So that's what we're reading. I'm almost done.
Well, hello, Tammy. Welcome.
Oh, goodness, Miss Tammy. I hope you got it fixed. Kiko says that they have us both running at the same time.
That's awesome.
Appreciate
That's
that.
awesome. The cold usually doesn't bother me that bad, but once my feet get cold, that's it. I'm in for it. I mean, I literally have socks on and my house slippers, and I never wear socks and house slippers unless I'm going somewhere. Here at home, I'm usually barefoot. If I go outside, I wear my flops.
See, me is because I have low iron issues, so if I get cold, I freeze to death. If my nose gets cold and my nose starts hurting from it being cold, it's over with. My entire body's cold.
Yeah, Mama, she lost all that weight. I mean, she dropped 100 pounds, and she get blowed away with the wind now. So now she's cold all the time.
Hi, Mama Pam. I was wondering if you'd find me.
It's pretty. What's happening, girl?
Crap.
And that's another thing I've been forgetting to do is post our stuff over in the groups on Facebook.
Hey, Hose Picker. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you?
That's pretty. I'm breaking my own rule. I tell everybody to share, and here I am not even sharing.
All right, let's get this read. I have to take breaks when I'm reading Bubbles' stuff because I feel like I'm losing brain cells when I read his motions. The plaintiff wants to learn how many views there were for each and every social media post by the defendants. He doesn't explain how this information is supposed to be provided without creating non-existing documents. Oh, it exists, darling. Your stupid client deleted the group she posted in, but it still exists. As the objection states, this would require the defendants to screenshot every single social media post since J1 2020 for all these apps, so the plaintiff could see them and view the numbers and the view numbers. But there is no requirement for the defendants to create documents that do not exist in order to respond to discovery requests. Given the lack of any connection to this request to any of the claims in this lawsuit, the burden of the request outweighs any expected benefit. Plus, the plaintiff is capable of himself finding the defendant's posts, as he testified in December 2nd's deposition, that he canvasses social media every day in search of statements posted by the defendants about him. In Cornelius v. Rollins Ranches, LLC, J10, 2022. The court stated the Southern District found that the narrowed request seeking plaintiff's bank, phone, text, social media, and email records still appeared to be broad categories of personal records that are irrelevant and disproportionate to the needs of the case. On September 29th, 2021, the magistrate judge in Southern District entered an order denying defendant's request for emails, calls, and text messages as irrelevant and not proportionate to the needs of the case. Similarly, in the present case, request number 11 is not proportionate to the needs of the case and does not warrant the burden the defendants would be placed in order to respond, including creating non-existent documents. Conclusion. The undersigned made strenuous efforts to resolve the plaintiff's document request and the defendant's objections. The remaining 3 unresolved objections should be sustained for the reasons stated herein. The undersigned respectfully requests that any hearing before ruling on these 3 requests/objections be held remotely via video or teleconference. Bubbles. And there's the certification.
Miss Pam, what games are you playing there, young lady? Good night, Mary. I'm glad you got it fixed where you could come hang out with us. Remember, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to whenever. We're on Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. And with you being in, she was? Montana, I think she said. Yeah, Montana Mary. Yeah. Her being in Montana, she's probably on Mike's time zone. So, yeah. I'm glad you figured it out, kiddo.
Hi, Miss Linda. Oh, Pam, did you get your computer? She says she's playing Hogswart Legacy. Hi, Miss Carol.
What is that,
I
Pam?
have no idea.
Is that like a PlayStation game or something? Sounds like it's a Harry Potter game.
It does sound like Harry Potter.
I like me some Harry Potter.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Who's crying? What is it, Luna? What is it, buddy?
Oh,
Don't you know it's cold outside?
Pam, you go down that rabbit hole, and girl, them games will consume you. I remember when I bought my son his first PlayStation. The kids, when they weren't at home and I was home by myself, I would tinker with it, and I got hooked on that crap. I was a Resident Evil guy. I loved that game. And then I fell into the bottom of a beer can for about 3 years.
Nemesis. Hopefully Judge McDreamy will invite Bubbles to visit him in Pensacola again.
That will be nice. That will be nice. Well, he did say if things didn't get straightened out, he's going to make them have lunch together, didn't he?
Yeah. Georgie, I think the judge is going to force Pinocchio to hand over or go to jail. I wish.
Now, see, I know that's going to be interesting. If a judge puts you in contempt of court and you're out of state, like Bubbles is, I wonder how that works. Is he going to have to get pulled over, or is the judge going to actually send somebody to pick him up and bring him to Florida?
Would it be in a federal warrant? I don't know.
And then on top of that, would they just pick him up and put him in jail there where he lives, or would they transport him back to Florida? But I would say just the threat of contempt of court and going to jail would probably compel Bubbles to pull the stick out of his butt and do what he was supposed to do. What do you think?
I think after the judge has already told him once to do what he's asked, and he's still refusing to do so.
What's that Wednesday? My oldest is 40. Can I still file? File what?
Did you see the legal case looking for clients that have kids addicted to gaming?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. You know how I am. I hit and miss on the comment board, and I apologize for that. But I get wrapped up talking to Georgie, and I just don't pay that much attention.
The judge would probably require him to come there and then put him in jail. Probably. Hi, drummer.
Now that would be awesome. He'd have to pay money out of his pocket just to come here to go to jail.
And have to pay more money out of pocket to get out.
Usually on the contempt of court stuff, you can't bail out.
Suzanne! Thank you for the 1999.
Hello,
We've
Suzanne.
missed you.
We were just talking about you this morning, wondering where you been.
You've been wondering where she's been. I talk to her every day. Thank you.
Yeah, but you were wondering too where she's been because she hasn't been.
I talked to her on Facebook, but she hasn't been in chat. So yeah,
right. But with the contempt of court, I don't think there is a bail. I think the judge puts you in there, and he's the only one that decides when you get out. You can't just.
I know
bond.
in regular like state or county, you get a bail for contempt. But I don't know anything about federal. By the way, I've never been in jail, but I have siblings that stayed in jail. I have cousins that spent prison time.
Have a good one, Belinda.
I've had exes that spent a lot of time in the federal pen. So
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter if a judge, don't matter what court he's in, if a judge puts you in contempt, I'm pretty sure you have to sit there until the judge releases you. I don't think there is any bail.
Do you get bail for contempt of court?
If a judge sentences you to contempt of court.
That's what contempt of court is a judge sentence charge, a judge charge. Right. Yes, it's possible to bond out of jail for contempt of court in some cases, but it depends on the judge's discretion and the nature of the charge. Explanation: contempt of court is when someone disobeys or shows disrespect for a court order. This can include lawyers, witnesses, and court staff. There are two main types of contempt: civil and criminal. Bail for contempt of court: if you're given jail time, you may be able to post bail. If you don't have enough money for bail, you can contact a bail bondsman. The bail bondsman will pay the remaining bail amount in exchange for collateral. If you appear at court, the bail bond is resolved and the collateral is returned.
But see,
court consequences.
That I think there's two different meanings to that, because you got okay. Say for instance, I'm the judge and you're in front of me. Okay, I order you to pay restitution by X amount of days. Well, you don't pay restitution. That's contempt of court. I issue a warrant. They pick you up. You put you in jail. You can bail out. But now if you're standing in front of me,
it's up to the judge.
You do something to offend the court while you're in the courtroom.
Yeah.
And I sentence you to contempt. That is subject to the judge when you get out. Because I've seen judges say, okay, 60 days, okay, 90 days, okay, 100 days.
No bail. Yeah, it's up to the judge whether you get bail or not. That's what I just read.
But I mean, what's
the judge can say, okay, I'm holding you in contempt. You'll sit there until I decide otherwise.
Right, exactly. Because I mean, if you've pissed off the judge and he's putting you in contempt of court, why would he offer you bail? He's putting you in jail for a reason, to teach you a lesson. You made him mad, so I don't see how you could on that particular
It
issue.
depends how bad he pisses McDreamy off, honestly. Drummer, me either. I have a squeaky clean record. Not
Oh,
even not even a speeding ticket.
I had one ticket for failure to turn on my light. No. I'm sorry. It was I got out of that one. I got one ticket for speeding, and it was basically just a slap on the wrist back in 92.
Now, back when I was in labor with Bailey, the we we were living in Alabama, but we were due to deliver her in Lincoln County, Tennessee, which where we were living in Alabama was literally right across the state line, right? So I was literally about to push. I didn't have my seatbelt on. Hubby was speeding. Well, a Tennessee state trooper pulled us over and we're like, hey, I'm in labor. I literally have a head coming out of me. He gave me a seatbelt ticket.
Back then, it was probably pretty cheap, wasn't it?
It was like $10.
Yeah, the seatbelt
So as
tickets
soon as
back
I got
then
out of
was
the
free.
hospital, we paid the ticket and we were good to go. But other than that, no, I've never had anything.
Now, when my first wife, was having our daughter, our first child, we lived in Plant City, but the hospital was in Tampa at Tampa General. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that little truck was flat out scooting, boy. We got pulled over, and the cop didn't do anything. He just said, "Follow me," and he gave us an
Lucky.
escort all the way, the rest of the way to the hospital.
See, that's what I was thinking that state trooper would do, especially when he saw how far along I was in labor. No, he made us sit there to hand me a freaking seatbelt ticket. Somebody that has never been in trouble with the law, never had a ticket. Nope, he had to be an asshole.
It was pretty funny. We get there, and they come out with the gurney. They got her, or wheelchair. They got her. They took her in, and they immediately rushed her upstairs to get her ready to have the baby. I shit you not. I did not even have the paperwork done. And they're going across the intercom. Mr. Cooper, you have a fine little baby girl. I'm like, well, son of a bitch. I didn't even get to go up there. And then now my son, his big old head, he took a while. She was in labor for quite a while with him. But my daughter, we weren't even at the hospital 10 minutes and they're calling across the intercom. That was hilarious. I mean, no parents, no family, nobody was there, just me and her. I was at work and she called me, "Hey, I'm going into labor." I'm like, "Okay, I'll be there in a minute." Ooh, what you got there?
That's what I showed yesterday. I saw somebody in the chat saying that there's no deposition for the thumbnail case, so I decided to pull it up and show right there.
Is it still miss? Is that the one for the thumbnail case?
Yes.
Is it
Hi,
still?
Gordon.
Is it still misspelled?
No.
So now everybody can see it, right?
Yeah, it's on the docket. Hi, Al. How are you, love? Good night, Erica. Thank you for helping me out tonight.
Who? What? Huh?
Auntie M. There is
Oh,
a deposition scheduled
I'll be
right
right
there
back, kid.
on the docket, my love, for the thumbnail case.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all can see it. If I need to zoom in some more, just let me know, chat. But this is a screenshot of the docket for the thumbnail case. I can see. It's for the thumbnail case. The hearing is at 1 p.m. and there's a deposition scheduled right there. Come here. Get off my computer. No computer for you. Get up here. Get on my shoulder. Lay down. Don't look at me like that. Lay down. You want me to zoom it in? I can. I can do that. I can zoom it in. I don't know how much more I can zoom in, but I can zoom in.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear.
I forgot to mute again, I see. I'm back.
Right, Cathunder? That we don't know. There are rumors going around, Native. Welcome back, Koopy.
What's that?
Who's getting deposed? There's rumors that it's Bruce getting deposed.
When? For the thumbnail case?
Yeah.
I haven't heard.
Be taped. I would think so. Levy County tapes all their hearings.
I could have swore I heard Jeremy say that Stark and Bubbles were both getting deposed, but I don't remember what case he was talking about because I know he can't depose Stark on the thumbnail case.
See, okay.
He can depose him on the federal case, but he can and then he'll depose Bubbles on the thumbnail case.
Good night, Mama Pam.
You have a good one, young lady.
You see the little lock over here on the notice of taking deposition? It's locked, so we can't see who is getting deposed. Just that there is someone getting deposed.
Did I see that? Max,
obviously, a secret.
Did I see that Max was going to said he was going to try and ask for it?
Yeah.
So can anybody request something like that?
I don't know. Tammy, it clearly says it right there. Someone's getting deposed. It's on the docket, my love. There's a notice of a hearing for 2/5/25 at 1 p.m. and notice of taking deposition. So someone's getting deposed in that case. Don't know who. Wait, what, drummer?
Hey? I don't even see drummer's comment. You must be down a little ways.
You're good, Miss Tammy. I was just letting you. I was just putting it up so y'all can see it for yourselves. Because the haters are still claiming that there is no hearing in February. There's 2 hearings in February. One for the thumbnail at 1 p.m. One for the trespass 5 at 2 p.m.
Yeah, buddy.
Right, Al. Right. How are you, hose picker? I haven't seen you in a hot minute.
Hey, gal. I think she was in here earlier, wasn't she?
Probably Auntie M.
Yeah, buddy.
Jake, I just finished. Wait, orders.
I hope Magic Angel's going to be on Daniels tomorrow because I'm going to stop in there and give her a what for. Where you been, girl? Are you in love with David? You can't come say hi to us?
Jake, what orders? Are you talking about Bubbles' response? I just finished reading that.
I don't know. He said,
right, Harry, let him not show up. Let him not show up.
Yeah, he just got the stuff that we got.
Yeah, Mike's hooked us both up. I just happened to get excited and throw it up first. I just finished reading it. It's more Bubbles nonsense. And then I wanted to show this. There is a deposition being done. We just don't know whose. It's up to the attorneys to show us who's doing that. But remember, guys, Coop and I are on at 11 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, every morning.
Yeah, buddy.
Native. You don't know how many people have called her nose picker because they thought we're saying nose instead of hose.
You know who I missed tonight?
Look, there's Ozzy. I've missed you.
What's up, girl? Miss Jen, what's up? What's up?
Who have you missed?
Lilu.
Oh, she's with her mom, I think.
Or they might be in bed because
they're probably in bed.
It is like 3 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the morning their time. What time is it here? 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning my time over there. So, yeah, they're probably in bed.
Probably. And that's fine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why we
Squid
have...
will be...
Huh?
Squid will be live at 9:15 a.m. Eastern.
Cool beans. That's why we have...
There's Magic.
There she is. That's why we have so many mods. That way, if somebody can't be here, we got somebody to cover it.
Thank you, Sea Girl.
Her ears must have been burning.
Mm-hmm.
What's
it
up,
is
Maggie?
so good to see faces that we haven't seen in a while, Coop.
I know.
It's our night owls.
I knew.
We have 119 people watching total. Who's in the dungeon?
Well, the dungeon doesn't. Well, yeah, it does count. Yeah, there's only 7 people in the dungeon. Me and 6 others. And then, of course, I've got 36 on my... Well, mine jumped up there. Mine's only been running about 25. You got...
Y'all make sure y'all are hitting that thumbs up. Ow, cat!
You do realize you have a microphone, right?
I really didn't have a chance to mute.
When you scream like that...
You really fussing at me when I had a cat's claw in my foot? I really didn't have a chance to mute. He jumped, his paw went in my skin, and yeeted me to the side. That was my 20-pound cat that just jumped on me out of nowhere. I apologize for screaming in people's ears, but that hurt.
Melanie, I used to have insomnia bad. I mean bad. And thanks to these guys, talking me back into coming back on YouTube, I've gotten my sleep habit fixed now. I go to bed no later than 1, 2 o'clock most of the time. I'd say 99% of the time, and I'm up by no later than 9:45. So I know how that insomnia is. I hate that shit.
Melanie said, "What, Coop? I can't hear you. They're picking on me now. Listen, I did not mean to holler in y'all's ears. That hurt. That hurt. Y'all have a 20-pound cat jump on you and just rip you to shreds out of nowhere. That hurts. I need to hold him down and clip his toenails again.
Get him some booties. Get him some of them little booties.
He's normally outdoors, but we've brought him in because it's so cold.
We've only owned one indoor cat, and it was it used to be somebody's house cat, and I guess it must have got out because when we got it, she was declawed and fixed. So, but all the rest of my cats I've ever had have all been outside cats. They don't come in the house.
I'm against declawing.
Well, we didn't do it. She was already like that when we got her.
Right. I've worked. I had to do training in vet's office when I was in school for vet tech, and I seen entirely too many cats come in with their feet infected from being declawed. Because once they're declawed, there's just an opening in their toe beans. So when they're scratching in that litter and stuff, that gets up in their little toe beans, and it can cause very severe infections, and they can lose their paws from the infections if it's not caught soon enough.
Right. Well, she still had her back claws. She just didn't have her front claws.
Right. Well, they
But
don't.
that was an interesting story. The place where we adopted it said that one of the nurses at the local veterinarian saw her for about 3 years in her field behind her house. You know, she would always see her walking across the field. Well, one day she was able to catch her. Well, she caught her. She took her to the vet's office, and come to find out, she was already declawed. She was already fixed. So they didn't do anything. They just put her up for adoption. I thought that was always interesting. That cat had been out from somebody's home for 3 years living in the wild.
Wow.
But
With no front claws.
with no front claws.
How the
And
hell did she survive?
I don't have any idea. I think probably neighbors, because see, that was a real rural area where we lived. So I'm assuming she had probably different farms she would go to and find food.
Yankee gets it. Yankee understands. She said her cat sliced her foot open before. She had to have stitches, and he's a healthy 30-pound cat. So see, she gets it. She understands me.
Oh, I know how them cats can be. The outside cats we used to have, they were basically feral. And
Luna's a beast.
I know my mom and dad's old alley cat that they had. That sucker's head was as big as a grapefruit. You didn't mess with him. He was huge.
I mean,
But man, 135 stickers or stitches. Damn it, Cupper, you're tight.
Jesus Christ.
Getting cross-eyed, boy.
He tore you up.
Oh my goodness.
Man, I'll show y'all. This is Luna when he was a baby. So you can't tell how big he is in this picture, but that's Luna. This is when he was about 12 weeks old. Screaming at the window, wanting in.
Now that little kitten right there, I had my best friend, his mom and dad had one that was similarly colored to that. And they called him Ronald McDonald. That cat was a sweet cat, but boy, when it didn't want to be messed with, it didn't want to be messed with.
Hey, Harry's a cat dude. 20 cats. Hey, we've been there. We had a female calico, and they're what you called the queenies that would produce back to back to back to back, and she in total within like 6 months before I could get her fixed, she had like 30 kittens in total. So yeah, we've been there. Host Speaker said, Georgie, at least now we know you have feeling in your feet.
What the hell is ready? Your Lego girl, your girlfriend made out of Legos, is that what's ready? You finally put the last piece in her?
Tart of Hurdle said they have 5 cats. Listen, when me and my husband first got married, I hated cats. I wanted nothing to do with cats. I despised cats. But that's because my mother's cats growing up were evil, and they hated me, and they were constantly attacking me. I spent a lot of time in the ER from cat scratches. So I hated cats. Married him. He's a cat man. We have cats. I became
I'm
a
allergic to
cat
them, to
lady.
be honest. But Mama wanted a fat cat, so she got it. As long as she didn't get on me, we were fine. I like cats. I'm allergic to them, but I'm not bad allergic. Only messes with me when I hold them or pet them or whatever. I think it's the dandruff in the cat that I'm allergic to. I don't know.
Yes. Certain breeds of cat furs has worse cat dander than other cats, and they can affect your allergies worse than other ones can. Aw. Hey, I've had a cat turn a stove on before. Not meaning to, but I had to put those little baby proofing knob covers on the stove because he about burnt the house down.
Now, if I pick up one of my dogs and I'm loving on them up near my face, I'll start having an allergic reaction. But if I'm just petting them, it doesn't bother me. But when I get them around my face, that's where. But a cat, if I just pet a cat, I'm sneezing.
Native, it's one thing just a little small scratch. It's another when they lay their claws into your skin and dig your skin apart. Completely different. I've had both. Well, hello, Silhouette. Welcome in, everybody. Also, make sure y'all are still subscribed to Coop's channel and mine. YouTube is being asshole and has unsubscribed a lot of people.
Yes, Montana Mary, she was one of them. Matter of fact, she sent me another message tonight before we went live, saying that it did it to her again.
Turd of Hurdles has a rag doll. I want a rag doll.
What?
A ragdoll cat.
I don't know what that is.
I want a Maine Coon. I want one of those massive Maine Coon cats.
Mama wanted one of those hairless ones at one time. I think them
Oh, them
things
things
are
are so ugly.
evil looking
Okay,
cats.
I'll show you what a ragdoll cat is. A ragdoll has the same some of them has the same markings as a Siamese. But they're fluffy. They're super fluffy. No, I'm at 903. I was down to 894 this morning.
Now I was down. What did I say earlier? 202, 201.
Yeah.
And then we bounced back up to 203. And then now we're back up to 3 something.
Yeah, I think it's YouTube punishing us for trying to play the inauguration Monday.
Or it's just
Right,
YouTube.
Ozzy? Ozzy is a retired vet nurse. She never got bit by a dog, but cats are a different matter. Cats are a whole nother level. And I think that's where a lot of my when I was younger, my hatred for cats came from.
Out of all of our dogs we've ever had, Daisy is the only one that will not. We literally have to put a muzzle on her to get a shot. All the other dogs are fine, but her, trying to give her a shot, she will bite anyone.
She shouldn't be able to feel it.
Yeah, I'm see, she's adopted. We didn't get her when she was a baby, so we don't know what went on with her. If we take her to the vet, the minute she sees that damn needle, she's going after whoever's got it.
Somebody traumatized her. Because normally dogs can't feel it when you give them a shot. If the skin is pulled back tight enough when the needle is inserted, they can't feel it.
I don't know. All I know is the last time we took her to the vet, which has not been that long ago, he pinched her hair like they usually do. He pinched her fur back and then went to stick that needle. And the minute he went towards her with that needle, it wasn't even touching her. She turned around and got him right in the
Wow.
hand. And he says, "Oh, it's muzzle time." And then there was a vet. He does like on the side of the road thing, and they'll put up a big sign saying, get your shots here. Barb tried that one year, and that was a nightmare too. So apparently somebody at some point in her life traumatized her. Oh shit, Mikey finally answered us back.
He was on the phone.
Yeah. 304 is what I'm up to. Now, see, when I came back on YouTube,
That's
I
what
was
I
at
want.
30, almost 34.
I want a Maine Coon so bad. Look how proper they
They're
look.
black and white.
Not all of them.
Now, them big old long haired cats like that, I bet that would just really tear me up. I bet
They're
they shed
they're
like crazy.
they're massive cats. Like, hang on. See, look how big that cat is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a big cat.
they're like miniature tigers. Big ass cat. I want one so bad.
When I was in
Listen, look at this
Missouri
one.
cutting meat, we had a guy that would come buy whole boxes of leg quarters. Yeah, it's what, a 10, 40-pound boxes, and he had the bobcats.
Look at that one. He's so pretty.
Shit, he'd eat that thing. Would eat everything we have. It would eat my birds. It would eat my dogs. Eat my chickens.
Look, he even looks like a lion in the face.
Yeah, Magic Girl, Mama, she was wanting one of them for a long time, and I told her no. Them fuckers look evil to me. They look like little demons. Them hairless cats.
See, Tammy, he would be as tall as I am. I want one.
Now, wasn't that a hairless cat that was on Austin Powers? The evil doctor had a hairless cat.
Yes. Right, Derek? That's how my tuxedo is. And then Orange Cat, he just crazy. You never know what he's gonna do. I want that so bad. Those cats ain't cheap neither.
I bet not.
But I would
Any
pay it.
Anytime you get into them specialty animals, goodness gracious. I was looking at dogs online the other day, just nosing around. Oh, just a beagle. If I wanted to replace Pretty Girl when Pretty Girl passes, just a beagle, they're looking $1,000 or more.
Are you serious?
Yeah. What?
Bro, when I got Maddie, Dad paid $80 for her and she came with papers.
Well, now let me rephrase that. That's at a pet store. If
Yeah.
you go to a breeder, the prices are a whole lot different. But when we were selling our beagle pups, we were getting 300 a piece out of them because they had papers. They had, they were purebred. They were. But Barb, when she got me Petey, which is Pretty Girl's dad, I think she paid $100. Yeah, she paid 100 for Petey, and I paid 150 for Coco.
Wow. Dad, yeah, I think Dad paid $80 for Maddie and she came with registration papers.
Oh, I bet Jen, a lot of hairless cats need a lot of skincare. I bet we want one of those.
Let's see if I can find the picture of Maddie.
Oh, I seen your doggies today. They're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Magic girl, magic angel. I seen your puppies. They's pretty dobies.
Dobermans?
Yeah, big dogs. Big dogs.
I want a Dotson.
We had Dachshunds are cool. We had big dogs all my life until she got me Petey, and then I switched to the small dogs, and I don't even want to go back to them 100 pounds of dog food a week stuff. That yeah, there you go. Oh man.
Magic said her friend paid $800 for their Dobie.
Right. It depends on where you go. I mean, if you can find, that's why I like to find like the mom and pops. They're not really breeders on a mass scale. They only have like a couple of breeding dogs, and they just do it because they love it. They usually don't charge as much as your big guys do. The guys that are selling out of a pet store or something. But Huskies, oh, try getting your hands on a husky out of a pet store. You're
Huh,
talking
no.
couple $1,000s for those dogs. Nope, nope. Thunder. My beagles have never never seen the woods for hunting ever.
No, they're spoiled,
Yep,
rotten house dogs.
they were house dogs. We got them when we were in Missouri, and I was gonna turn them into hunting dogs. And the first time I took Petey out, because you have to take them out and you have to get them used to the gun, So I took him out, and he about broke his neck trying to run because I had a leash on him, but he was so terrified, and I said, I'm not gonna put him through this. So I just made him daddy's dog because he was basically considered a miniature, but not a miniature. He was a lot smaller than a regular beagle.
$1,500?
For what?
A golden retriever?
Yeah, animals are expensive nowadays.
Jesus. Man, I haven't bought and paid for an animal or a dog or a cat like that in forever. That's wild.
What, the hairless cat there, Suzanne,
Probably the Maine Coon.
or the Maine Coon?
I want one so bad. I can't have one in this apartment though.
I'd like to get a bobcat.
Oh, I'd love to have a bobcat.
I mean, those guys, they're not as big as like a Florida Panther or one of those, but they're bigger than a dog, a small dog, but they're
Yeah.
smaller than a panther. But man,
I've
some
seen people actually housebreak those damn things, and
yes,
they're smarter and more loving than any dog.
I just think some of them are just absolutely gorgeous,
They are.
and I bet they'd be good house cats for keeping intruders away.
Paul said he just had a friend get a Maine Coon and paid $16.50. That's freaking crazy, but those Maine Coons are worth it. But I couldn't have one in this apartment. There's not enough space for what I got.
Oh, what about that little panda dog? It's a
And
dog that literally looks like a panda bear. Have you
I
seen
can't
that?
remember. I've seen pictures, but I can't remember what they're called.
They were expensive.
I want a raccoon.
I know Mama was looking at the Yorkies here a few years ago, and She spit out, "We're going to go get this Yorkie." I said, "How much is it?" She told me. I said, "You ain't getting shit." No, no, because on top of that, you got to take it to the vet once a month and have it trimmed. And no, no. Or the groomers, not the vet, but no.
Dad never took our Yorkie to the groomer. I was the groomer.
She wants one because she wants to be able to carry it around. And I'm like, that's not a dog. That's not a dog. Because it drives me nuts when we go in a store and somebody's in there with dogs in their cart.
Yeah, Suzanne, that's me. I rescue. I no, when I was younger, my dad bred boxers.
Now,
So
boxer would be pretty cool.
everything I had growing up was purebred, registered animals that we raised, that we bred.
Night, Tammy. Have a good
I ain't
one.
got the money for that stuff no more.
Thanks for stopping by and visiting with us.
Good night, Miss Tammy. All right, guys. Remember to make sure you're still subscribed to Coop and I because YouTube asshole.
Yes.
We are gonna sign out because me and Coop have to be on in the morning. So,
oh dang, it's already 12 o'clock. We did 2 hours almost, didn't we?
Yeah, an hour and 45. Remember, guys, you're one of a kind and never let anyone dim your light. And always fight for what you believe in. Good night, everybody.
Coop out.
Good night, Coop.
Good night, girl.
Georgie's gotta go for now. She's got a role to play. Kids are calling, life's a sprawling, never a dull day. She loves all her subscribers, each and every one. But mom, life's calling louder till the setting sun. Goodbye for now, dear friends, till we meet again. Georgie's heart is full of love for every message sent. You're one of a kind, don't let them dim your light. She'll be back real soon, till then, good night. In the quiet of the evening, when the kids are fast asleep, Georgie reads your messages, a treasure she'll keep. Though she's busy now, her mind's on you all, wondering about your days and nights as the raindrops fall. Goodbye for now, dear friends, till we meet again. Georgie's heart is full of love for every message sent. You're one of a kind, don't let them dim your light. She'll be back real soon, till then, good night. Mom's life is a journey full of ups and downs, but in every single moment, love's the sweetest sound. She'll be back to share her stories, her laughter and her tears. But for now, she blows a kiss to you near and dear. Georgie sees the beauty in every simple thing, from the morning light to the quiet night, and all the joy it brings. So hold on to your passions and let your spirit soar. She's grateful for your love and can't wait to share more. Georgie sees the beauty in every simple thing, from the morning light to the quiet night, and all the joy it brings. So hold on to your passions and let your spirit soar. She's grateful for your love and can't wait to share more. Oh. Goodbye for now, dear friends, till we meet again. Georgie's heart is full of love for every message sent. You're one of a kind, don't let them dim your light. She'll be back real soon, till then, good night.